That's 1 foot in front of 1 foot. Trust him, not eyes, not my own work. Walk mile on mile in his footsteps. No break, won't break on the conquerors. Conquer flesh for the soul, cause he paid what I owe. No fear in me on the road, cause this is what he showed. When I woke up early from a God visit. 9 pillars underneath a mansion. Rooms on top of rooms with a gold room inside a large temple. Jesus said, this my father's house and it's all you when you finish working. Now I don't choose purpose, that is earthly. What I got promise ain't on the surface. And that's just like my faith. No play, no games about grace. Flesh broke, I break this bread. Blood spill, I take the strength. Come to communion. Come to your highness, my spirit is moving. Come be disciple. Lean on his word and never trust idols. Cause the separation out here real. Ain't no God in how you feel. Only way is how you live. By the gospel that he sent. Kingdom here in your mix. Son and man in the mix. Broken body getting fixed. Move the stone from your chest. Put the glow in your spirit. Promises always kept. Promises always kept. I woke up early from a God visit. 9 pillars underneath a mansion. Rooms on top of rooms with a gold room inside a large temple. Jesus said, this my father's house and it's all you when you finish working. Now I don't choose purpose, that is earthly. What I got promise ain't on the surface. 9 pillars underneath a mansion at my Abba house. Go to the ceiling, got me feeling like I'm Solomon. Yeah, God. Yeah. I don't even know what time it was, but it's a true story. I woke up early from a God visit. 9 pillars underneath a mansion. Rooms on top of rooms with a gold room inside a large temple. Jesus said, this my father's house and it's all you when you finish working. Now I don't choose purpose, that is earthly. What I got promise ain't on the surface. So I gotta guard my eyes now. Fortify and guard my mind now. Put more faith in the I am, cause I'm all his, that's fine, no. No sweat, 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 sweat. Carry the cross, carry the burden, carry the pain on my back. That's 1 foot in front of 1 foot. Trust him, not eyes, not my own work. Walk mile on mile in his footsteps. No break, won't break on the conquerors. Conquer flesh for the soul, cause he paid what I owe. No fear in me on the road, cause this is what he showed. When I woke up early from a God visit. 9 pillars underneath a mansion. Rooms on top of rooms with a gold room inside a large temple. Jesus said, this my father's house and it's all you when you finish working. Now I don't choose purpose, that is earthly. What I got promise ain't on the surface. And that's just like my faith. No play, no games about grace.
Peace, peace, peace. What's going on, y'all? I did not know this thing was going to be going live like this. I've been having so many issues with my I've been having so many issues with this daggone YouTube thing, man. It's in, it's out. It doesn't know what it wants to do. My light just went out. Let me see. I think it overheated. But I am trying. I'm trying to get all of this stuff squared away for y'all. But the powers that be don't want me to be great. So yeah, we're gonna give me 1 second. I'm gonna switch back over to the and then we're gonna come back.
Yeah. I don't even know what time it was, but it's a true story. I woke up early from a God visit. 9 pillars underneath a mansion. Rooms on top of rooms with a gold room inside a large temple. Jesus said, this my father's house and it's all you when you finish working. Now I don't choose purpose, that is earthly. What I got promise ain't on the surface. So I gotta guard my eyes now. Fortify and guard my mind now. Put more faith in the I am, cause I'm all his, that's fine, no. No sweat, 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 sweat. Carry the cross, carry the burden, carry the pain on my back. That's 1 foot in front of 1 foot. Trust him, not eyes, not my own work. Walk mile on mile in his footsteps. No break, won't break on the conquerors. Conquer flesh for the soul, cause he paid what I owe. No fear in me on the road, cause this is what he showed. When I woke up early from from a God visit. 9 pillars underneath a mansion. Rooms on top of rooms with a gold room inside a large temple. Jesus said, this my father's house and it's all you when you finish working. Now I don't choose purpose that is earthly. What I got promise ain't on the surface. And that's just like my faith. No play, no games about grace. Flesh broke, I break this bread. Blood spill, I take the strength. Come to communion. Come to your highness when spirit is moving. Come be disciple. Lean on his word and never trust idols. Cause the separation out here real. Ain't no God in how you feel. Only way is how you live. By the gospel that he sent. Kingdom here in your mix. Son and man in the mix. Broken body getting fixed. Move the stone from your chest. Put the glow in your spirit. Promises always kept. Promises always kept. I woke up early from a God visit. 9 pillars underneath a mansion. Rooms on top of rooms with a gold room inside a large temple. Jesus said, this my father's house and it's all you when you finish working. Now I don't choose purpose that is earthly. What I got promise ain't on the surface. 9 pillars underneath a mansion at my Abba house. Go to the ceiling, got me feeling like I'm Solomon. Yeah, God. Yeah. I don't even know what time it was, but it's a true story. I woke up early from a God visit. 9 pillars underneath a mansion. Rooms on top of rooms with a gold room inside a large temple. Jesus said, this my father's house and it's all you when you finish working. Now I don't choose purpose that is earthly. What I got promise ain't on the surface. So I gotta guard my eyes now. Fortify and guard my mind now. Put more faith in the I am. Cause I'm all his, that's fine, no. No sweat, 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 sweat. Carry the cross, carry the burden, carry the...
Yo. So we back. I'm back with a vengeance. This jump been crazy, my guy. Like, it has been really, really crazy as far as what's been going on with me trying to get this stream to work. But you know what it is. You know what we here for. Yeah, we back working. So I like to send out a shout out to and I'm gonna go to his channel real quick. Let me pull this up. I don't know why that thing popped up just a couple of seconds ago, but I'm gonna pull his channel up. Give me 1 second, cause again, this junk, I don't know what YouTube is doing, my guy. Like, I was streaming fine, and then this morning, it just went kind of left. So I apologize to anybody who is tuning in right now. I can't watch my analytics to see what's going on, but guess what we're going to do? It is what it is. So I'd like to send a special shout out to Nintendo Switch guy. This is his channel. He commented on one of the videos and asked me to bring up a couple of things that I'm going to talk about in this video. As soon as I get everything in order, but specifically about handsy Joe Biden. That's one of the things that he wanted me to bring up, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about and we're going to also add in the context of this whole situation with Allan Lichtman, who is also he is a historian who tried to bring up the fact that he says that Donald Trump is going to lose this election according to the metrics that he brought up, which is so funny. It's really funny how he brought up these metrics, but if you're looking at the time to which he set up the metrics, the time to which he made his announcement to what's going on right now, kinda is completely wrong, even by his own standard. So we're gonna go ahead and go into this video. I got a video of Mr. Rickman that I want to pull up for you guys, and this was in August. So this is way, 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 way long ago in comparison to where we are now, especially within this election cycle. So pulled up right now are his metrics, and I'm gonna play part of this video. But some of the metrics that he said midterm gains, no contest, incumbency, no third party, strong short-term economy, strong long-term economy, major policy changes, no scandal, no foreign military failure, foreign military success, no social unrest. I don't know why he added that in there, because even Obama won with social unrest going on. Charismatic incumbent, uncharismatic challenger. I know y'all know what I'm going with this one. I know you know where I'm going with this one. I know you know where we're going with this one, but we're going to watch the video nonetheless. I know you know.
He's a former steeplechase champion.
It's a race designed for horses, but run by people.
And a former quiz show winner.
I had a
He's a former steeplechase champion.
winning streak. It's a race designed for horses,
But
run
we're
by
not here to
people.
talk about any of that. And a former quiz show winner.
Allan Lichtman.
He's a former steeplechase champion. Is the Nostradamus of presidential elections. He's accurately predicted them for 4 decades. Yes, even that one.
Donald Trump sent me a note. Congrats, Professor. Good call, in his big Sharpie letters.
Now, Allan's ready to tell us who will win in 2020. But we'll come back to that. Allan Lichtman is certain we've been thinking about elections all wrong.
The pollsters and the pundits cover elections as though they were horse races. But history tells us voters are not fooled by the tricks of the campaign. Voters vote pragmatically according to how well the party holding the White House has governed the country.
So let's pause there. Let's just pause there. Let's just pause there. There was a poll that came out said that talked to that had a question. And it was very recent. And I'm gonna pull it up under Trump. And it was a Gallup poll. This is so funny. And this was brought up in Newsweek. This is Newsweek, and it says more voters say they're better off under Trump than when Obama Bush sought re-election. Gallup poll. When was this done? 10/9/2020. That was literally just last month. People already came up in the polls and said, and this is a Gallup poll, and we know Newsweek is not for us. This is a Gallup poll coming out that says that voters say they're better off than they were when Obama was in presidency. Says more American voters believe they are better off after 4 years under President Donald Trump than they did at the end of the first term of former President Barack Obama and George W. Bush. New polling data has revealed. The latest survey from Gallup found that a clear majority of registered voters, 56%, remind you when this is done, this was done, believed they were better off now compared to 4 years ago. But when they were asked whether they were better or worse off toward the end of Obama's term in the White House, only 45% told pollsters their situation had improved over the 4 years between 2008 and December 2012. A slightly higher percent of voters said their lives had gotten better at the end of Bush's 43's first 4 years in office, putting him 9 points above his father, George Bush Sr., in October 1992. So we have here already starting off. He has already set the platform for us to say that Donald Trump is going to win his incumbency back. Oh boy. Let's think about this. One of his metrics is incumbency, because there is an incumbent factor when you're dealing with these second term elections, to which I think don't get me wrong, I think during this video they talk about that. So, but we're going to go through it again. We're going to go through the rest of it.
So, polls are worthless?
They are snapshots in time. None of this, in the end, has any impact whatsoever on the outcome of a presidential election.
So Allan Lichtman designed a better system to predict presidential winners. He calls it
the keys to the White House.
So, again, we're going to stop it here. Allan Lichtman has said that polls are basically useless. They're only snapshots. But at the same time, they're telling you in the polls, and this is the guy who predicted President Trump to win in 2016. Oddly enough, he's on every other channel, CNN. He's on New York Times. He's on MSNBC, telling people now that President Trump, the incumbent president, is going to lose the election. When the polls say he's going to lose the election, the same polls he says are not effective. Am I saying that I should believe this Gallup poll? No, I'm not. But if we use all of the metrics of the Democrats and say we believe in the polls, and here we are a day before election. Here we are a day before election. Are we to really believe right now that Donald Trump is going to lose when he's picking up steam? According to Allan Lichtman, we shouldn't believe in the polls, as well as with the polls, a Gallup poll that was just done, people are still enthusiastic about the job President Trump has done. About 56% of the people they spoke to in a Gallup poll. You let that sink in. But we move on.
And like some other politics these days, there's a Russian involved.
In 1981, I met Volodya Kairos. An earthquake. The White House party is turned out of power.
So they got to work.
We looked at every presidential election from 1860 to 1980.
What they found were 13 keys, only 2 of which have anything to do with the traits of the candidates. Allan has used the keys to accurately predict every election. First in 1984, calling it 2 years early before anyone even knew who Reagan's contender would be. In 1988, calling it in spring when Bush was trailing Dukakis. Again in 92, 96, and in 2000 when he called it for Al Gore. Hey, Allan.
No, I wasn't wrong. I correctly predicted that Al Gore would win the popular vote. When I first developed the system in '81, you had to go all the way back to 1888 to find a divergence between the popular vote and the Electoral College vote.
So Allan eventually started calling the winner, not just the popular vote, which was useful 16 years later when, well, you know.
I'm a Democrat, and the toughest thing in being a forecaster.
Did you hear that? Let's play it again. Let's play it again, see if anybody caught on.
Well, 16 years later when, well, you know.
I'm a Democrat, and the toughest thing in...
Well, you know.
I'm a Democrat, and the...
So we already know that his his ideology is skewed. And that is the reason why he's still on the New York Times, CNN, MSNBC, and spoiler alert, Allan Lichtman in this video says Trump is going to lose, but he is also a pundit of MSNBC, CNN, all of these Democrat blue check ran companies. National markets for news. He works with them. So of course he's going to say in 2020 he's going to go along with everybody else in 2020 to say Donald Trump is going to lose, even though there's another competitor, and we already talked about that poll, who was right also in 2016. Then you got another person, Alan Moore, who came out and said that Trump was going to win in 2020 like he did in 2016. It's going to be an upset. That's why Democrats have to work hard to get the vote. But Allen, because he's a Democrat, he has to play by the rules of the governing party, especially now if he wants to keep his job. But we move on.
And the toughest thing in being a forecaster is to keep your own politics out of it.
But that's enough history, Professor. Let's get to it. What do Allan's 13
Keep your own
keys predict for
politics out of it,
2020?
And remember, an answer of true always favors the re-election of the White House party. If 6 or more of the keys are false, you get a political earthquake.
Okay, number 1. The White House party gained House seats between midterm elections.
Republicans lost the U.S. House midterms in 2018, so false.
Number 2.
Wait. That's not true. That is definitely not true. Let's see. This is here. It says Republicans won a net gain of 2 seats in the Senate. The 2018 elections were the first midterm elections since 2002 in which the party holding the presidency gained Senate seats. This is Google. Allen, why are you lying? Allen, why are you lying? Allen, why are you lying? Republicans won a net gain of 2 seats in the Senate. The 2018 elections were the first midterm election since 2002 in which the party holding the presidency gained Senate seats. Allen is already off to a bad start because we are looking at the facts of the matter. We're not going with who he's predicting because he's paid to predict it that way. We're going off the fact that these are the facts. But let's go back to the video.
2. There is no primary contest for the White House party.
No Republicans challenge Trump for his renomination. So true.
Is that really true? Is that really true? And we're going to do this case point by point. Can anybody tell me who went up against President Trump in the midterm elections? Because he was opposed in the 2018 midterm elections. Though you didn't know about all of his primary, and I'm looking for it now, but most of these things are paywall back. Primary fights for both parties' futures. So on the Republican side, contests will test the power of the establishment over a restless base. And with Trump serving as a erratic referee, I'm trying to find and I'm sorry, I'm off base on this one. But I could have sworn that there was a midterm election for the Republicans, and I can't find, right now I cannot find it. Can't find who was running against President Trump at that time. So I'll give Allen that one. Until I can find something different, I will give Allen that one.
Number 3, the incumbency key. The sitting president is running for re-election.
Doesn't look like he's stepping down. So true.
Okay,
4,
we got 2 true.
there's no third-party challenger.
Despite claims by Kanye West to be
There
running,
is no third
this
party.
is a two-party race.
This is looking pretty good for Trump so far. Number 5, the short-term economy is strong.
Yes. Yes, and if he doesn't make this a yes, then he is out of his mind. We already know this is skewed for the news.
Pandemic has pushed the economy into recession. False.
True.
6, long-term economic growth during this presidential term has been as good as the past 2 terms.
The pandemic has caused
Yes. They already setting this up for to be a failure. Out of everything that Trump ever speaks about, it's always about the economy. Your jobs. Black people have gotten jobs. There's less unemployment. One of the reasons why they pushed back waiting for new stimulus negotiations was because they were looking for the jobs report that showed that the economy still was up and there was less unemployment before the pandemic. The economy actually boomed a little bit during the time where we got our first stimulus checks from President Trump. The reason why Nancy Pelosi was trying to stall during this negotiation is so that checks wouldn't go out with President Trump's name on it. The economy was booming and has been booming under President Trump. Allen, you are lying.
caused such negative GDP growth in 2020 that the key has turned false.
I would like to add, though, on top of that is the fact that with President Trump, um, we have to take in consideration of the coronavirus happening, both negative and positive. But at the same time, we have to take in consideration that he did he did have still had a strong stock market during the time of the coronavirus. You can't take that away from him. Even though they're trying to take that away from him here, they are definitely trying to take that away from him here. Even though they're trying to take that away from him here, we know that from the beginning when Allan was talking, people aren't listening to what he's really saying. They're going by what they already know is to be true and to be evident. And we know that President Trump always touts about his economy. A lot of people hate him because they talk about his economy. So saying this whole thing about him and his long-term economy and his short-term economy, bruh, you are tripping. And if you think, and this goes twofold, if you think that the economy is an indicator of a president become winning, then you have to take in consideration also of the fact that Joe Biden is going to shut down the country again if he becomes president. Joe Biden and the Democrats are going to shut down the country if they gain power. They're going to do that. So economically, this is already false. Nobody's going to vote for somebody to shut down the economy. If that's a metric for you to gain the presidency, you've already lost. On top of the stimulus situation negotiations with Nancy Pelosi, on top of the issues with the oil, fracking. We can go on and on. New tax hikes, not just in Democratic states, but also new tax hike on the federal level. Come on, the list keeps going on and on and on of the economic devastation that will happen under Joe Biden. But we're going to continue.
Number 7. The White House has made major changes to national policy.
They're probably going to lie about this, but he has made major policy changes, as well as recently we're on track for bringing peace to the Middle East.
Through his big tax cut, but mostly through his executive orders, Trump has fundamentally changed the policies of the Obama era. So true.
Number 8. There is no social unrest during the term.
There has been considerable social unrest on the streets with enough.
And the one reason why a lot of this civil unrest started under Obamas. And Obama got two terms. Even with the civil unrest that was going on. So even if they say yes to this is kind of a misnomer. I think that's what it's called, non-misnomer. But the idea that civil unrest will tell you whether the president is going to get a second term or not is, I don't believe that, because here and today we're so connected, as well as there's been so much civil unrest between both presidencies, as well as the Iraq War. People are numb to what has been going on. They are. A lot of people are just numb to it. So we can't just automatically hand the win over to someone just because normalcy has set in. We have to take in consideration of the longevity of this civil unrest and the fact that this civil unrest has been going on for so long. Again, people have normalized what is going on right now. It's the same situation with the coronavirus. A lot of Republicans a lot of Democrats, a lot of people who are going to vote are going to vote. They're so normalized by their day-to-day with coronavirus because we've been going through it for so long that it's not going to be it's not going to be the top of the list thing that they're going to think about. People are not really thinking about coronavirus as much as the news wants to fear monger about it. People don't really care about it like that. They don't. They just don't. And again, it's all because it's normalized.
Violence to threaten the social order, so false.
Number 9. The White House is untainted by scandal.
And this is why I shout out Nintendo Switch guy. Because here we are, Joe Biden, the cover-up of all the cover-ups. We have the sex scandal, and I'm gonna play this. Video real quick. It's only like a 2-minute video, so I'm gonna play this real quick.
Presidential candidate Joe Biden claims to champion women's rights. Disturbing footage continues to emerge, showing the candidate acting anything but presidential. Check out the following video and decide for yourself as cameras repeatedly catch Biden fondling women and children without their consent.
No man has a right to lay a hand on a woman, no matter what she's wearing, what she does, who she is, unless it's in self-defense. Never. Never, never.
By the way, if I was young and I had to choose partners. Okay. That's right, everybody. Don't tell me what how are you doing, child? How old are you, 17? Oh, 6.
Spread your legs, you're going to be frisked.
I like kids better than people.
Everyone knows I like kids better than people. Everyone knows I like kids better than people. I like kids better than people.
But no man, even in that circumstance, has a right to touch her. No man has a right to touch her. Period. Period. Period.
Want to see more videos?
So, in this video, we all heard what Joe Biden said. But when it came to Joe Biden and his sexual assault allegations, they ran those underneath the rug. Now, Alan Moore wants to say they're a scandal. Not Alan Moore. Allan Lichtman may say that there's some scandals with the president, with the impeachment and all of that stuff. But let's look at Joe Biden. He's 47 years. His relationship with Black America is 47 years. His sex scandals. His the Hunter Biden scandal that's going on currently right now. Similar to, and eerily similar to, Hillary Clinton and her scandals. Eerily similar to that situation, where you have Hillary Clinton, who also had a scandal dealing with her time with the Obama administration, which casts even more dirt on the Obama administration. Do not be fooled, friends. Do not be fooled. Allen is a Ponzi for the Democratic Party.
Favorite key. As I predicted, Trump was impeached. Plus, he has plenty of other scandals. So, false.
Number 10. The White House has no major foreign or military failures abroad.
We've had some very difficult moments with Donald Trump, but so far, true.
11. The White House has a major success abroad.
While Trump hasn't had any big, splashy failures, he hasn't had any major successes either. So, false.
Again, he wants to say that President Trump hasn't had any major successes. Okay. One of the reasons why this is actually true is because, again, we just talked about the economy. He had one of the greatest economies before COVID-19, which we had to shut down. He also had prison reform. He also had established a better relationship with Black America as to why 50% of Black men are voting for President Trump. I don't care where you look, it's over the amount that he had. The fixes to the border and the situation with ICE as well as deportations. Deportations are way low. They want to give it to the fact that ICE is fighting, local police is fighting against Donald Trump. But he's been fixing the economy. He's been fixing immigration. We've seen the changes in immigration. Joe Biden tried to snub him with a couple of things, talking about, kids get snatched up by their parents at the border wall, and that wasn't even true. Not even by his own, by the left-wing media. They know what time it is. But again, like, he's had many successes, as even to up till now. They just confirmed a new Supreme Court justice. What do you mean there aren't any successes under President Trump? There are many successes underneath Donald Trump. Very notable successes. But again, Allan is not here for the truth. He's here to pawn off his status as being correct in 2016. Vice versa, just wanted to be correct and put out the truth. His Democrat alliances skew this horribly.
12. The incumbent party candidate is charismatic.
Donald Trump is a great showman, but he only appeals to a narrow slice of the American people, and as a result, false.
13. The challenger is uncharismatic.
Biden is a decent, empathetic person, but he's not inspirational or charismatic. So true.
That means
the keys predict that Trump will lose the White House.
That's Allan Lichtman's prediction. And Allan Lichtman is always right.
Don't just take my word for it. There are forces at play outside the keys. Voter suppression, Russian meddling. It's up to you, the voter, to decide the future of our democracy. So,
all of the talking points of the Democratic Party, the Democrat Party, are the things that he outlined at the end of this. Donald Trump is going to win the presidency. I don't care what Allan says. It's not about what Allan says. It's not about his quote-unquote correct status. Because with any type of dealings with sociology and dealing with people and how people interact with the world around them, you have to, in the groups of people who interact, you have the human error there. So you can be wrong one year. But again, this has nothing to do with actually giving correct data about what's going to happen in the presidential election. It's all about pushing a narrative that Trump doesn't have a clear win to stay the incumbent president. There is no real excitement behind Joe Biden. He doesn't have any excitement behind him. The most people are saying is Nobody's really excited about Joe Biden. Nobody's excited about him. He's been in hiding most of the time he was supposed to be. Um, he's supposed to be rallying. Trump didn't have to do that because he was already the incumbent president, so he already had the eyes and ears on him. It was up to Joe Biden to make sure that he took that away from Donald Trump. But because the media hates Donald Trump so much and they have to report on every single thing, as well as when he's wiping his butt, they've taken the eyes off of Joe Biden. So the media has also failed Joe Biden in this race themselves. Joe Biden can be seen slurring his words on so many occasions. He is not the Joe Biden of the Obama administration. He's too old and he's too senile. I'm sorry. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, y'all can believe what you want, but Allan Lichtman is incorrect on his assessment as whether Trump is going to win in 2020, especially because, again, Trump rally in Florida lasts until nearly 1 a.m. despite area curfew. These people don't care. These people who are going to vote for Trump don't care about what Allan Lichtman says. They don't even watch the news. They barely watch Fox News. And oh, by the way, Fox News is at the top of the charts when it comes to news. Above CNN, MSNBC, NBC. Above them. So you tell me where the country is actually going amidst coronavirus and the fear-mongering about coronavirus. People don't care about getting coronavirus to vote for Donald Trump. They don't. The policies that are brought to the table by the Democrat Party, do not push the needle for those who just hate Donald Trump, because they'll just hate Donald Trump at home and not vote at home. That's why mail-in ballots were so big this season. But again, a lot of the voter bloc that normally would go out and vote, they're not going to go out and vote because they're scared. They're afraid of the coronavirus. And again, Joe Biden doesn't have any real fans. It's over. It's already over. It is already over. Peace.